It's 1798. France is fighting a war. A young general named Napoleon Bonaparte has a bold plan. He wants to take over Egypt. Egypt is a land of old wonders and is important for trade and travel. Napoleon thinks that if France controls Egypt, they can attack Britain's empire in the east. In May 1798, a huge French fleet leaves from Toulon. Over 300 ships carry Napoleon and his army. They are going to Egypt. The soldiers are excited. They are going on a big adventure. They dream of winning battles and getting rich. They don't know about the hard times ahead. The trip across the Mediterranean Sea is long and tough. The ships are full of soldiers, horses, and supplies. It's very hot. But Napoleon doesn't give up. He spends his time studying history and geography. He wants to be ready for anything. What will happen to France, and maybe even the world? Napoleon's big plans will change history. The French campaign in Egypt is about to start. The French fleet sails east. They avoid British ships that are watching the Mediterranean. Napoleon wants to get to Egypt before the British know he's coming. It's important to keep it a secret. After a month at sea, the French fleet arrives at the coast of Egypt. They land at Alexandria, a busy port city. The Egyptians are surprised. They are not ready to fight Napoleon's well-trained army. Napoleon's soldiers quickly take over Alexandria. He then leads his army inland, marching towards Cairo, the capital of Egypt. The trip is very hard. The hot desert sun is strong. There isn't much water. Even though it's hard, Napoleon keeps his men going. He knows that moving quickly is important. He has to beat the Egyptian forces before they can get ready to fight again. What will happen to Egypt? As the French army gets close to Cairo, they meet a strong enemy, the Mamelukes. These tough warriors have ruled Egypt for a long time. They are famous for their horse riding and fighting skills. The two armies fight on July 21, 1798, near the old pyramids of Giza. The Battle of the Pyramids is about to start. The Mamelukes attack on horseback, their swords shining in the sun, but the French soldiers stand strong, forming squares with their bayonets ready. Napoleon's cannons start firing, hitting many Mamelukes. There are more Mamelukes than French soldiers, but the French soldiers fight bravely and follow orders. The Mamelukes fight hard, but their ways of fighting are not as good as the French army's big guns and discipline. Napoleon wins the Battle of the Pyramids. The Mamelukes are defeated and Cairo is taken by the French. Napoleon has won a big victory, but the fighting is not over. While Napoleon is controlling Egypt, he tells his scholars to study the country's old ruins and objects. He knows that learning about Egypt's past is important for controlling its present. One of the scholars is a young officer named Pierre-François Bouchard. In August 1799, while fixing up Fort Julien near the town of Rosetta, Bouchard finds something amazing. It is a big, black stone slab with 3 different kinds of writing on it: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphs. Bouchard knows right away that this is important. The Greek writing says that the 3 versions say the same thing. This stone might help people understand hieroglyphs, which have been a mystery for a long time. The Rosetta Stone is sent to Cairo, where Napoleon's scholars look at it. They can't understand the hieroglyphs right away, but they know that the stone is a very important discovery. It will help people learn the secrets of ancient Egypt, and change how we understand this old civilization. Hey everyone, Gap3S. So there was this time when France tried to take over Egypt, but guess what? Egypt fought back and won. They were super tough and showed everyone how strong they were when they worked together. The French had to leave and Egypt stayed independent, but even though there was a lot of fighting, something amazing happened. The French found this really cool stone called the Rosetta Stone. It was like a key that helped us understand ancient Egypt. People from all over came to Egypt to study it and other cool things the French found. It was a super important time for learning about Egypt's history. The Rosetta Stone was a big deal. It helped us connect with the ancient Egyptians even after thousands of years. It showed that even during war, people can still make awesome discoveries. After the French left, Egypt remembered what happened. They remembered how they won, and also all the cool stuff they learned about their own history. The Rosetta Stone and the victory over France became a big part of their story, a story about being strong and never giving up on learning. Gap3S. So even though Napoleon wanted to take over Egypt, he accidentally helped us learn so much about its history. It just goes to show you that good things can come out of tough times and that ancient secrets are always waiting to be discovered. Al-Jamai al-Islam, Laikum. Gap3S, 5 Mr. Man Lomar, Hult Ferns Hell Emsire, Auken to Kill Manahath, Quump Mr. Bishta Wansert, Lokud, Jurlum Quitham Witham and Milliman, Detart Farns Lurhill, Wefzit Mr. Lastal, Wolken Largia Minkle Alamerk Hath Shirai, Thurl Fern Soundly here, Memis Judan Yosm, here Rashid and Alir Bampa, Meth, Lofam Mr. Lockdem, Twift Lensman, Jamie H, Lom Loaders, Hadley or Lagirman, Lashidri, Flotik, Shif Laferncion, Lokudgan Pafter, Mount Judan Ulter, Trike, Mr. Kenhar, Rashid Gishvan, Zyman, Ilkud said and Altusum, Lumstein, Lokudim, Hatta, Badalfels, Nin, Wizerlin and Hot, by Warkler, Imkin Ellens, Thwick, Chef, Mandael, Badril, Ofernsian, Kurt, Mr. Mhad, the Kurt, Kif Ansart, Whitkurt, Idan, Kalashilary, Lotitum, and Trike. Speech here, Rashid Wanser, Laferns, Jan Kabir and Mancom, QSP and Elqua, Woodham Listum, Dan Feitel Blom, Gap 3S, Dog, Largy, Men and Bleonard, Helmisser, Olin Sen and Gear, Q8 Phi, Tom Lecthier and Trike. Would you Thbidlan and Lashila Judy Imkin and Kurjuman Lloyd Lasbo, one Lasher Luck Dim Denser, Damon Men Yichuf.